Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another night of Raisin Bread and Plays Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planeswalkers 2014. Tonight, we're looking at the Sliver Hive, which is the deck about getting a lot of small creatures out which buff each other up with various abilities and such. So, it's a 3-land deck. We've got the plains, the mountains, and the forests, white, red, and green, which can be sometimes a bit difficult to play if you are struggling to find a specific mana type. But we shall see how we do against 3 random decks, best out of 3. Let's jump in and see who we're up against for this first match. Zoroslav, the Masks of Demure deck, which is about removal, which is not great for our what we've got here. He can just remove things. We've only got 1 land, which is not great. We can get this guy out first turn. Sliver creatures, you have first strike, and then that's about it. We're hoping to draw more land. We've got a nice card here, which would be, well, he does have a lot of destroy target enchantment type spells. We are going to draw a new hand, hope for a bit more in the mana realm, and see what we get. Draw a new hand. Alright, great. We got 1 of each. This is perfect. Even though we don't have something to start with straight away, we do have a rampant growth, and we've got a 2 and 3 cost creature here. So we're going to keep this hand and see what we can make with this. He gets to go first. I am going to start with a forest, because this second turn possible card or rampant growth, depending on what he's got on the board. We'll see what we play. Okay, so he's put down the mere guild mage, which allows him to draw cards, or me to discard cards, which is not great. But it costs 4 for him to use that ability. We have just picked up a Hive Stirring, so we get 2 1/1 colorless. We are going to go, I think, with the Predatory Sliver. Sliver creature you control gets +1/+1, which is actually not enough to kill this thing, so perhaps we go for the Rampant Growth instead. Let's get out a mountain, and let's play a Rampant Growth, grab another land of the, I don't think it really matters what variety, but let's go with the forest type for now. Plonk that down. He can hit us in the face for 2, which is not too much of a concern right now. What else has he got? Another Demure Guild Mage. Alright, is he going to hit me? He probably is for 2, that's fine. Next turn, 4 mana, we can play not much. What have we just picked up? We just picked up the Battle Sliver, which gives our other slivers +2/+0. So let's throw down that land, and this is all sliver creatures have haste, means they can attack straight away, but it's only a 2/2. This pops down 2 colorless slivers, which may be a good move to use as blockers while we wait for more mana to be able to cast more of these guys out. So let's get those 2 guys out. He's going to pop down another land probably, which means he can use his ability, but he does not. He makes me put the top 2 cards of my library into my graveyard, which were a Steel Form Sliver, +1 defense, and another Predatory Sliver, +1/+1. That is unfortunate. And he has a 3rd Guild Mage. Wowzers. Okay, we are not allowing this damage to go through. That's what these guys are for. Just sacrifice them, prevent us from taking that damage. We could have probably used it and killed off one of his guild mages. Probably should have done that, but we did not. Hakuna Matata. Alright, let's turn this in for a mountain. And we can only cast 1 of these, unfortunately. He has 1 creature he can use for blocking. Shall we plonk down this guy. Hopefully he doesn't have something to remove this with yet. He could possibly next turn get me to discard cards. Let's see what he's got. Another Terramorphic Expanse. Why doesn't he play these? I don't understand that. And he takes away that creature with some removal. How annoying. Okay, so he hits me for 6. That's a bit of a pain. I could do with a bit more mana right now, but I do not have. We've got 5, which means we can play both of these, which is good news for us. We could play one of these, which Sliver creatures have. When this creature attacks, it deals 1 damage to target creature or player, which is not enough to really do much there. This gives our Slivers an extra +2, but it costs a lot. So I think we're going to give our creatures haste, and we're going to buff them up by 1, which is now going to make this a 3/3 and a 2/2, and we can now hit him for 5, which I should probably do because he is probably going to remove something next turn. So we try getting some damage now. He will be smacking us for 6 next turn, which is not optimal. And he's making me discard 2 cards. The slimy little slippery. We're going to have to get rid of the Ground Shaker, unfortunately. He's very expensive right now. And probably these 2 cost the same. Deal 1 damage, or they get +2. I think the deal 1 damage because we can then target specific things. But he is really controlling my hand right now, making it very difficult for me to have many options, which is what he is all about, control. Is he going to hit me with for 6? Yes, he is, which is going to leave him open to next turn, and I can play this. It will have haste as well. We've got another land, fantastic. Plonk this down. It is a 2/2, becomes a 3/3, and we'll have 3 damage that we can use to ping off one of his creatures, meaning he'll be able to do 4 next turn. I'll still be alive, barely, but we want to take creature, that one, creature, that one, and there's no point in doing another creature, so we'll just throw it at him. Ping and ping, 1 creature down, and we hit him for, what's that, 8. So we're on the same health. He's got a card advantage. He has just buffed the creature with +4/+4. That is the game. GG. Wow, short and sweet, huh? Ah, good golly. These control decks can be so powerful, and I love playing with the Mask Stimulator deck, personally. Just having that ability to manipulate your opponent, forcing their hand, is great. Okay, we've got 2 lands for this game. We're playing against Dak Faden, which is the dodge and burn deck, which is all about card removal, counter spells, and dealing direct damage. So this is again not the best opponent to be playing against. One of my favorite decks as well. Now we've got a lot of very expensive cards here. Not an optimal hand. We draw a new hand. 2 more land. Oh my word, even more expensive. But it's what we have, so let's just go with it, see what we can do with this. Hopefully we do have a cultivate to grab some land. Hopefully we need to pick up 1 more in order to do that, however. So let's see what we get. We do not get a land, and we need a forest in order to play this rampant growth, which is a bit of a pain. We are pretty short on forests right now. He's got out his first creature, the Kiln Fiend, which buffs itself +3 whenever you cast a spell. And he's all about spells, so these creatures are going to get pumped up very quickly. Okay, deals 2 shock damage. It's a creature player, which means we can, at least for now, get rid of that creature. One of my few forms of removal. I think I've only actually got one of these in the deck. At least it puts him back one turn. Now he's just going to do 3 damage straight to my face. There's that direct damage I was talking about. Please give us a land. No land. We can't do diddly squat. Mana starvation is a pain. And what has he got here? Banefire again, direct damage. Just throwing all these spells at me. Give me a land. No land. Oh, I can see where this game is going. I now have to discard cards. Okay, let's get rid of this ground shaker. It's very expensive. Oh, what's he throwing at me this time? Another direct damage flame strike. Flame searing spear. Searing spear. It's just taking me down with all these spells. Oh, finally a land. Can we play something? We can. We can play Sliver creatures have haste. And we can put 2 colorless tokens onto the battlefield. Let's do this. And straight away attack him in the face before he removes this creature, which will probably happen next turn, because he's a bit of a pain like that. Just remove everything I've got. He is doing pretty well for land, I must say. Lucky son of a gun. Oh my word, 4/4 Charmbreaker Devils. He gets buffed up with +4 when he casts a spell. Nasty. Okay, we've got here Sliver creatures have first strike, which doesn't really help me. We can get out these colorless 1/1s and swing with that straight away because of the haste. This is going to cost us 3. That costs us 1. We can't really do much. Let's get a bit of a presence on the battlefield. At least this does not have trample. So what do I do? What do I do? I can swing at him for 2 of them, but then next turn let's just skip attack. Hopefully he doesn't have any other creatures. Oh, he's just got a spell. He's going to throw that at me. He's going to buff this up. And he's going to swing with 8, but I will just sacrifice one of my 1/1s. Oh, now he's got a flying. A 1/3 fairy. No good. He doesn't attack. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, we still cannot really do anything. So we're going to give our slivers first strike. How that helps us, I do not know. Skip the attack. We are really being pushed here for mana. It's really making our life difficult. This is such a good deck, the Sliver deck. If you've got the mana to play the creatures, they work with each other so well. But luck of the draw is not. Lady Luck is not with us. She is just not with us. Terramorphic Expanse, which we have to wait another turn in order to use the land that we're gonna get, which has to be a forest. We probably won't even be alive this long. No, we're not going to, because he will cast a spell, buff that up to 3/3. I believe it's got that. Yes, +2, so it'll become a 3/3 attack. I can't block it. That's the end of the game. GG. Thanks for coming. So we may as well just throw this in. He can kill off whatever he likes. I'll set 3 damage through, and then next turn I'm dead. It's unavoidable. There is not much in line of health gain in this deck. And there's the Flaming Spear. Just cast that. That's the game. How unfortunate. 2 losses in a row against these removal decks. These darn removal decks are so infuriating. Oh, best to play with them, not play against them. Third game. Let's hope for a normal deck. Okay, Sliver versus Sliver. This could be interesting. Okay, we've got shock damage. We only have the 2 land types here. It's not optimal. I want to have at least 2 different types here. Draw in your hand, nothing. Oh my word, draw another hand. Okay, fine. We'll keep it with this. We've got 2 creatures. First turn, second turn, and we've got a selection of land. We're down 1 card. Not great. But the other hands were worse in my opinion. So let's get down our first creature, which gives everyone first strike. Next turn we get down our predatory sliver, which buffs up everything by 1/1, which is good. What's he got? Rampant growth. Okay. I need a mountain at some point. I also need to start picking up creatures. Watch me be creature starved. Yes, I'm going to be creature starved this turn. This game. Wowzers. Okay, we may as well swing through to his face for 2. Do a bit of damage before things get really funny. As all I have in my hand are lands. What have you got? Alright, he has got the double strike sliver out. I've got first strike though. Do I? Yes I do. I'm not sure how that deals with double strike. Alright, we've got another creature. Fantastic. Let's get a plains down and let's buff these up to 3/3s. I think with first strike I hit him first and then I get to kill him. I believe. I'm not sure. Let's swing at him and find out. Okay, he's lowering that through. 6 to his face, which is good. We still have this one to defend against an attack from this double strike creature. He's popping down some colorless silver tokens, adding a bit of board presence to his battlefield. And he's not attacking, so he can use this as blockers for when I next attack. Now this gives my creatures trample, which is great, but I can't play him. I don't have enough mana. So let's get out another plane and 3/6/9. We may as well swing at him with everything we've got and just try to deal as much damage as we can, as quick as we can. He is going to block 2 of those, lose his 2 creatures. That's fine. He's going to hit me for 4 next turn because of his double strike. He's doing a cultivate, so he's looking for more mana. Plains. And he's got more 1/1 silver as colorless slivers. Apologies. Yes, he's going to hit me for 4. Alright. What have we got? We have picked up a deals 2 damage. Fantastic. So we can get rid of that evil double strike. Get rid of that. Bang. Alright. Let's get down a land and let's swing at him for everything. He can block 2, 3 is guaranteed to go through. It's going to clear his board, which puts us at a serious advantage. We've got the health advantage. We're equal number of cards, but I've got the board presence. There's not much he can do right now. It's looking like we may actually have this game. We do not yet have enough for our trample, but we do not need it. This is it. This is very quick, very brief, but this is sort of how the slivers are supposed to work. All these things buffing each other up. And you get out the trample, and you get up the plus defense, the double strike, and it just gets retarded very quickly. But there we go, that's the game, GG. And this has been a very short episode compared to some of the previous ones that can run up to 40 minutes. Sort of wham bam, thank you ma'am. Alright, we have unlocked a card, the Shared Animosity Enchantment. Whenever a creature you control attacks, it gets +1, +0 until end of turn. For each other attacking creature that shares a creature type with it. Oh wow. So in the slivers, you have this attached to a creature and you attack with it. If you have 4 creatures, 4 slivers in your battlefield, this adds a +4, +0 to that attacking creature with enchantment. Wow. That's a great card. Alright. let's quickly pop into the the deck manager and check out the deck. See some of the slivers we have. We've got a bunch of terramorphic expanses here, which allows us to choose the lands we want. We've got the striking sliver, which gives us first strike. Path to Exile we never saw. We get to exile cards. We've got the Shock, which we did see. Deals 2 damage. Predatory Sliver, +1/+1. Rampant Growths for some mana gain. We got a standard 2/2 Sliver, nothing special. Here we've got a Steel Form Sliver, 2/2, but gives all slivers +0/+1. So an extra defense. We've got this Blur Sliver, which gives everything haste. And we just picked up this card here, the Shared Animosity. We've got the Hive Stirrings, which is the 2/1/1 colorless that you saw the other guy play, the other opponent just now, and Cultivates to get us some land. Here we've got the Double Strike Sliver, the Bone Scythe Sliver, I'm getting my tongue twisted here, as well as an enchantment of Indestructibility, an indestructible creature. We've got another enchantment here, Fate's Fetters, which is a great enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, I gain 4 life, and the abilities of the creature that I attach them to, unless they're mana abilities. So, for instance, the Dimir Guildmage, which you pay 4 mana and you can do something. Any other abilities like haste or first strike are cancelled out. So it's almost like a silence in a sense, and that creature essentially becomes useless. It cannot block, it cannot attack. Fantastic debilitating card, whatever. We got the Thorncaster Sliver, which allows us to deal 1 damage to a target per creature attacking. The Battle Sliver, which gives us +2/+0, a couple of those. We got the Megantic Sliver, which is a +3/+3 to all slivers. Crazy, out of control. Obviously these stack, so you pop both of these down, creatures then get +6/+6. And finally our Ground Shaker Sliver, which gives everyone trample. So you've got trample, you've got attack and defense boosts here, you've got double strike, you've got haste, you've got first strike, you've got what else? Yeah, more buffs and first strike. Yeah, so amazing things you can do. Some of the cards I've unlocked so far, you can see there's only these 5. There's 20 cards still left to unlock. We've got Fiery Justice, which deals 5 damage divided as I choose, and I get to gain life. We got Bifurcate, I don't know, whatever, which allows us to find a particular creature in our deck and pull it into our hand. A Battle Sliver, another one, +2/+0. The Shock again deals 2 direct damage, and then a standard 2/2 Sliver construct, no special abilities. And that is my Sliver deck so far. Obviously I will customize and change it as I unlock more of these cards, but that will come in time. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Brazen Red Plays Magic the Gathering, Duels of the Planeswalkers 2014. If you're enjoying the series, you enjoy this episode, please do hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Also do check out some of my other series which I have going, or which I have done in the past. Perhaps there's something there that you like. Feel free to leave me a comment, let me know where I went wrong, made a wrong move, or if you've got some sort of good strategy that you employ that you think I should know about. I will look forward to hearing from any of you, all of you actually. So with that, I hope you have a fantastic day, fantastic week, and I will see you again for the next episode shortly. Until then, have a good one, and bye bye.